minutes ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Ready? 18 Gator. I'm scared. Watch time. Tight end right. 3 down. Kill. Hey, turn it out.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Yo, Buzz, be ready, go. Shut up.
2nd and 5 now. Murray, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Line 6. Ready. 36. Let's go.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. It's caught. Jones. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Line 6. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jeffrey Simmons able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Patriots take over.
Pittsburgh. 54 Mike. Watch the run.
First carry of the game here for Royce Freeman. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Push him back. Push him back.
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go. 54. 10, touchdown. 54. Time to go. Night. Let it go.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. He was looking for Parker that time. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They go play action here on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. After the sack on first down, Murray. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
He completes it to Jones. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, switch gears.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Flag 6.
In your face.
Off. Hey, check back.
To throw on 3rd down. Murray is complete to Jones. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch the whip.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They'll go back to Henderson on 1st down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Shut! Pittsburgh, 58, come on. I'm here all day. And 58 is a month. Go 58 is a month.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson, he's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 48 yards. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson now. Flush to his right. And now the ball comes out. And that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
2nd down, it's Henderson. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. Darrell Henderson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Right here, right here.
7's the money.
I got him.
Kill. Turn it up. 22, jet, bomber. Turn up.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of 2 there. Second down. On second and 12, Murray dancing to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's fourth down. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead.
It got his man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 9th touchdown this season. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on...
Well, the pressure gets to him again. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Let's make these babies crawl and bring back.
A final shot before half from Murray. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. This time, Jackson will throw it. They'll roll him out right. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. 22 yards there, a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
58 to Mike. How you get on the headache? How you get on the headache?
Jackson from the shotgun. From behind, and he's going to be driven down. Quinnen Williams gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 22 yards there, a first down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ready. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. They're not ready for this, man. What?
From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Here we go.
Now Jackson to throw again. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
At the Steelers' 40-yard line.
Let's go. He takes me out low.
He don't know no better.
Jackson will throw again. Forced out to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Being chased out left. Throw left side complete. That's Sullivan. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Cook. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. First down, Murray. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Miles Boykin, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You ready? You ready?
Now it's Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 23 yards the pickup there. Murray now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position. To try again after the sack. Murray, and we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you get 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use momentum to launch him.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Dalvin Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? In the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. On 2nd and 10. Jackson eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Henderson now on 1st and 10. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
A gain there of 21 yards. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
March 56. Let's put him on the buses.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson. He's got the 1st down inside the 10th. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. David Njoku, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Go! Like 7.
Murray now on first down. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Chris Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
7's a Mike. Mike 7.
Murray with a third and long. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down.
Sets up fourth down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They're going for it. It's Murray. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
Let's go now. Go to base. 54. Right, 54. And watch that. And watch that.
On first down, Henderson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and hold everything here. This one is not over yet. They return it for the touchdown.
They continue to fight, don't they?
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Here we go again.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on. Here we go. Set. 15 on it. 15 on it.
That's what I do.
80 weapon. Wide. Get wide. On the ball. Put it right.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Jackson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Jackson. And it's caught by Parker. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to second and goal. They'll look to run with Henderson, and he is in. Touchdown, New England. Darrell Henderson with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
Yeah, we'll see if they go back to base. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for New England, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.